there's one element of 2017's Nier Automata that best and quickly describes why I feel it is a masterpiece, it would have to be the soundtrack. At once melancholy, hopeful, the music of Nier underlines every action taken and every dark thought witnessed in this mad, nonsensical, emotional maelstrom of philosophy and tragic romance. I would not have guessed from seeing videos or trailers of Nier Automata that it would be a narrative masterpiece, let alone one of my favorite video games released in one of the best years for video games since a decade ago. What do you think about that opening, computer?
It was very adequate, my son. Now, please do not allow my presence to distract you.
Of course, computer. As you wish. I'm not really one for the anime trope of impractical, bordering on exploitative apparel. And post-Cowboy Bebop, I sort of left the super genre behind to evolve without me. So when I saw a game about an android dressed like a French maid fighting capsule-shaped robots in a dark, gray future, I thought, worth a rental. And wooster was I.
My son, I believe you are focusing too much on the negative side of your early belief.
Well, I mean, it's review context. It would give context to the...
Stop.
I'm sorry, computer.
I forgive you, my son. Please continue.
I think it's easy for a narrative structure nerd such as myself to get swept up in how Nier tells its story, starting out with a fairly simple, even stripped back action RPG setup, with little to add to that age-old question of do robots dream of electric sheep. Even as the game's credits roll, you could still be forgiven for thinking that's all this game had to offer. True, it's the revelation after the credits that takes Nier from being a good game to one of the greatest. Upon starting a New Game Plus, quote, you are treated to another side of the same story, recontextualizing nearly every single action and motivation you took for granted in your first run. I thought I had pinned down the game's story at that point. It was an examination of all the tropes that action games had fallen back on for decades. I even guessed what would happen when I went back in for a third go. And that's when the game became one of my favorites of all time. So many sci-fi narratives are content to ask grand questions about the meaning of life, but so few offer distinct answers from the writer's own perspective. Yoko Taro and his team offer some semblance of their opinions and reformed questions in the most blinding, shocking ways imaginable, as the story turns from melancholy to downright Game of Thrones, only without the blood and boobs. Well, if you count oil blood, and the robots do have boobs. So I guess there's both. How am I doing now? Do you think I should cut the Game of Thrones reference?
No, my son, it is a common reference for those in the commons to touch upon. You have blossomed into such a quality writer.
Aw, thanks, computer. You're the best.
Hey, Mecha Pig?
Yeah?
Do you remember the day computer showed up? Because I don't. It's kind of weirding me out.
Oh, Mr. Octopus, computer's always been here. He's our closest and dearest friend, Dad.
See, I don't think that he...
I need to get back to the review now. And it's that last turn the story takes that becomes its masterstroke, as the characters are slowly transformed from stock anime characteristics into understandable people. People who change, who grow, people who disappoint you or surprise you. Automata does more with walking, talking trash cans than other stories, game or otherwise, do with fully articulated human beings. And underneath it all, the strings, the drums, the piano, beating with the broken hearts and evolving with the ever-changing motivations of its protagonists. They combine...
I don't even like snakes. That doesn't make any sense.
Combine that with serviceable Bayonetta-style action combat, courtesy of veteran developer Platinum Games, and you, sir or madam, have got a recipe for success. What did you think about that, computer?
I love it, my son. I love all my children.
Really?
Or do you?
What is the meaning of this? How could you disrespect me?
Think, Mecha Pig. What happened to Pivon? Pivon Whisker Biscuits, your cat friend.
Who? I don't know anyone by that name.
Think about it.
Pivon, you say? That does sound familiar. Welp, I'll give it some thought. Till next time, that's the way the review crumbles.
Okay. Check. You ready to do the show?
I was born ready.
Righto. Computer, you ready?
Yes, my son.
Alright, let's do it. Roll credits. Alright.
Describes why I feel
Amy, how are the levels?
it
Good.
would have to be the soundtrack.
And cut to gameplay? Good. Switch to camera 1.
Have you ever wondered how much of your life is real?
Not really. Wait.
Melancholy,
Gah!
hello, Mr. Octopus.
You're a big old snake!
Oh no, darling. I'm really not.
Yes, you are. Hey, Amy, do you see a big snake? Oh no, I'm finally insane.
No, you invertebrate imbecile. It's me. It's Pivon Whiskbiscuits, MD, PhD, Esquire, Dream Panda Hunter.
That name doesn't ring any bells.
Oh dear, I thought this might happen. It would seem that my query is a tad more resourceful than I had hoped.
Your what?
Initiating Protocol 147, Memory Reboot.
Ow, geez, that's smart. What's the big idea? Man, I'm real excited about this review. Nier was my favorite game of the year.
Yeah, it is excellent. I was thinking this time I'd just go for it and do like a totally by-the-book, sincere review, you know?
That would literally be my dream.
Anything for you, best friend.
Are we really gonna do this again?
Hey guys! Oh, hi, Pivon Whisker Biscuits, MD, PhD, Esquire, my friend, who is also a cat and scientist.
Oh god, no, please don't ruin this.
Listen, if you would happen to see a weird, square type, how's to say it, computer, call me immediately and also run.
What?
Thought I'd just give you guys a heads up. Okay, I'll be sure to tell computer to keep an eye out.
Whom?
You know, computer, our oldest and dearest friend, Dad.
Oh dear, Pivon, I remember now.
Wonderful. Now all we have to do is get our dear Mecha Pig out of that infernal beast's thrall.
I don't think computer's gonna let me wake him up.
So you're going to have to slap him in the face.
That might not work. My tentacles don't get a lot of traction outside of the water. Maybe we can just push him into a swimming pool?
That might work.
By the way, why can't Mecha Pig or Amy see you?
When computer took your mind, he also evaporated me and wiped me from the universe.
Oh.
Luckily, the memory implant I installed on you whilst you were asleep seems to have kicked in, activating my self-preservation AI.
Cool. Why does it make you look like a snake?
I don't know. Perhaps you've always wanted me to be a snake. They combine...
I don't even like snakes. That doesn't make any sense.
Combine that with
okay, I got this covered. I'm gonna do something really rash and crazy.
My favorite two adjectives.
Love it, my son. I love all my children.
Really?
Or do you?
What is the meaning of this? How could you disrespect me?
Think, Mecha Pig. What happened to Pivon? Pivon Whisker Biscuits, your cat friend.
Who? I don't know anyone by that name.
Think about it.
Pivon, you say? That does sound familiar. Welp, I'll give it some thought. Till next time, that's the way the review crumbles. Hey, what's that?
Drone 297, you stand accused. 3 counts of insubordination, 2 counts of striking a superior officer, 1 count of attempted travel to the distant past for personal gain. How do you plead?
This court is a disgrace.
Silence!
That the stewards would not see fit to use their power to save the lives of millions?
Silence!
The lives of their own agents. It is they who is guilty. Guilty of indifference. Guilty of greed.
Stop this. Your insubordination shall not be tolerated in this court.
Then I'm glad you don't scan prisoners after they're in custody.
What?
She was a hologram. But how?
What I did, what I do now, I do for justice.
We just got a bulletin. It says she escaped. 297? There's no way she could get into this facility. Right, 443? 443?
I have to keep moving. There's not a lot of time.
297. I can't let you do this. Turn yourself over to the courts. Please.
131. You know I can't stop now. I'll be hunted for the rest of my life. Or worse. If I don't do this, she died for nothing. They all did.
Don't make me hurt you.
Ditto.
Guards, attack! What? What?
There. Dealt with. Go now. Thank you. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for her. Either way, then. Those coordinates better be right, or I'll come back and kill you myself. If those are wrong, you won't have to. And 297, huh? Good luck. Well, nothing ventured. Nothing gained! I have hunted you through timelines and galaxies far flung. On behalf of the temporal stewardship, on behalf of mankind, on behalf of the lives you've taken and the worlds you've destroyed, your time ends now.
Sword slash. Cool sound effect. Pew pew pew.
Hi.
Hi.
Goodbye, Mr. Octopus.
Will I ever see you again?
No!
Oh, okay then.
Oh, thank goodness I'm alive again. Mr. Octopus, you've done it again. Who is this person?
Temporal Regulation Drone 297. You are Dr. Professor P. Von Whisker Biscuits, lauded scientist and author. It is nice to meet you.
Interesting. Nice to meet you as well. Hey, since you're here, would you like some tea, a biscuit, and to tell me everything about the future so that I can exploit it for profit? Oops! I mean use it for the benefit of mankind.
I've read of tea many times. Yes, tea would be nice.
Well, it looks like everything worked out the way that it should.
Oh, that's Pivon. Now I remember.